So I didn't script this one, but I put out a tweet not that long ago saying, are any of my followers in Brazil? I'm curious to know how you feel about the value of services like Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Now. And people from Brazil chimed in, people from all over the world chimed in about the value proposition of these services, both PlayStation Now and Xbox Game Pass. So let's talk about what they said and sort of my reaction to the response. So let's go through some of these replies. The consoles are basically twice the price that they are in the US or anywhere else in the world, basically. Game Pass, however, is sometimes cheaper, and Game Pass Ultimate, sometimes cheaper, sometimes about the same price. And then individual games, if you buy them digitally, you can get a discount, but physical things are more expensive. So Danilo Diaz says, Game Pass is a killer deal in Brazil. Actually, the best deal in gaming right now here. I was able to play so many more games. Game Pass Ultimate also great because I play a lot on PC also. And the point of this video is I'm trying to point out how these subscription services, and yes, I'm talking about PlayStation Now and Xbox Game Pass, how good they are in these countries where they pay a huge additional fee for consoles and physical games. Now, a lot of people prefer physical games even in these other countries, but it was interesting to see how much these services are liked. It is a good deal if compared to full price games at release. The yearly subscription costs less than 2 first-party Nintendo games. Gaming is expensive everywhere, but is really expensive in Brazil due to taxes. So that is exactly what I'm trying to point out. Basically, these services, and a lot of people talk about Game Pass here because they're available in more territories. PlayStation Now is available in something like 12, and Game Pass, I believe, is available in 41 different countries. I said territories, I meant countries. My Canadian slipped through there. Provinces and territories, right? Anyway, I'm not from Brazil, but in my country, they are double the price, and the Series S is way more affordable than any other console, and the games are too expensive. Like literally here, you have to be rich or pirate games, not anymore with Game Pass. So, I mean, that's a big win if they're not pirating stuff anymore. GPU costs the same as Netflix 4K plan. That is the most expensive streaming plan in Brazil compared to Disney, Prime, and HBO Max. But when you compare real $540 a year with real $350 of a single Sony release, yeah, killer. It's that simple. So what he's saying is you can pay $540 for a year of Game Pass Ultimate or $350 real for one PlayStation game. Why are so many people talking about Game Pass? That is exactly why. It is the value proposition that it is offering these people in other countries. And in the United States, it's already recognizable as a good deal where we like to bargain hunt and such, right? So yeah. All right. So Ramon Olivieri says, hello, Destin. I follow you for a long time now. First podcast unlock and now on your YouTube channel. Great work, buddy. I do think it is a great value despite we don't get Ultimate on mobile yet. Is a lot of games to play, and me and my friend play a lot on Game Pass. Yes, here it is, the best deal in gaming. The price for console and gaming are so huge. Bruno Yanazawa actually works at IGN Brazil, and he said, as a middle-class journalist, and hey, fellow IGN employee, here in Brazil, Game Pass saves lives. A killer deal is a very accurate definition. And then, yeah. David Kaiser says, is like if you paid $30 for a 4-month season pass, kind of, but the Xbox community is growing since we bring consoles from the US, and hell, Xbox Game Pass helps us enjoy games that are $60. Otherwise, you would be paying $120 to $160 per game, and that's sort of the markup that I've been talking about for these games. From listening to podcasts, I've heard that games are over 100 in Canada, so I'd assume Game Pass would be a very good option there. It is. Another person just says, it's amazing, Destin. Feels like a steal. Eduardo says, yes, is a killer deal in my country. I have both console, PlayStation 5 and Series X, and I love both worlds. I'm a single player guy, and in this moment, PS5 is my main choice, but I think Xbox is catching up. Can't wait for Psychonauts 2 and the Halo Infinite campaign. PS, love your channel. Well, thank you, Eduardo. So Ash2X says, I think that's almost the best about Game Pass. There are several countries who got insane prices, so almost nobody can afford them anyway. Game Pass is an outstanding option. Microsoft earns money. The players get more games. Then they can play. Everybody wins. I'm from Brazil. Currently, I'm not subscribed to Game Pass, not even Xbox Live Gold. Since free-to-play games, mostly Destiny 2, finally become free-to-play, Xbox Game Pass prices are not bad. Game Pass Ultimate, it's about the same price as Netflix Premium here. I live in Nicaragua. Most of the time, I'm at sea because I'm a seaman. But when I'm a child. But when I'm home on vacation, Game Pass is a good deal since I can play a lot of games investing only $30 for the 2-month at home. I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's certainly good value to me. Sorry, he said Seaman, and I thought about the Dreamcast game Seaman, which is a big joke. Anyway, ignore me. David says, Game Pass is the reason I'm still gaming here in Brazil. Series S and Game Pass were my passport to next gen, and it wouldn't be possible otherwise. And look, so I'm not just, these are just the responses. I'm just reading them in order. And so far we have had overwhelming support for Game Pass. I haven't heard much about PlayStation Now, probably because of its limited availability. But here's somebody who doesn't think it's that good of a deal, just because we got to the first one after a while. He says, it's not that good of a deal. It's 540 real a year. Our minimum wage is 1,100 real a month. I believe for our country, could be more affordable, like 200 and 250 real per year. The major problem, though, is that Xbox Series X is nowhere to be found, just like the other version, the one nobody wants. So what's the point to get a good deal and play on the Series S? It's a bad deal, at least now for me. And I said, do you get Microsoft Rewards there? I know a lot of people use that to get it in cheap free. When I was searching for the service, I get a little bit frustrated because the hot site is still a little bit of a mess. I would agree with that. The site is a little clunky when you're first getting into it. My biggest concern is the console shortage. So he is basically saying it's hard to get a console still. He doesn't want to play on a Series S. He wants one of the premium consoles and he can't find one. But a lot of people disagreed with him who are bigger fans of the service. So, I don't really have a horse in the race there, but basically he's saying that minimum wage is 1,100. So it's not that good of a deal. But then people are pointing out, well, hey, if you're on minimum wage, you're probably not buying a Series X. So wouldn't it be smarter to get a Series S and get into the service? So anyway, there's a little bit of contention with that comment, but I mean, that's his point. I'm not going to argue with him because I don't live there. So yeah, here's Rick. Rick says 12 months of Game Pass is real $539.88 here. Well, Forza Horizon 5 is $250 and Ratchet and Clank is $349.90. So in my opinion, Game Pass is an awesome value. Strafer says, Game Pass is amazing and completely changed the way I play. I used to only buy games in sales or used copies, etc., etc. And okay, so look, this is just a snippet of the responses that I got. There are so many more people from other countries all over the world talking about the value of Xbox Game Pass. And I do think that there were a few commenters about PlayStation Now, but not that many because, as I said, PlayStation Now is available in a very limited amount of places. So it's really exciting to see this response because I see online a lot of people like, I don't want to rent my games. I want them da-da-da-da-da. It comes from a really privileged position of being able to afford every single thing you want to buy. And as somebody, I've said this multiple times, I grew up not with a lot of cash. So when I see services that expand gaming to more people or offer an easier path to entry for more people to play games on day one, I have to ask, like, why would you ever be against that? Why are you against more people having access to games? And that's really what it feels like. It feels like gatekeeping and it feels really strange to me. So I don't really understand why it's a negative for PlayStation Now or Xbox Game Pass. Or hell, somebody even asked me about GameFly. I subscribed to GameFly for years. I would argue that, sure, GameFly is a good service if that's how you want to go. But Game Pass is also a good service, and PlayStation Now is. Like, having GameFly available doesn't suddenly make Game Pass bad. Like, it's a really weird analogy to compare the two. And I believe GameFly is more expensive. But anyway, yeah, I used GameFly for years. I would rent all the games that I would want to play, and I would just send that disc back every month, and I would play the games to completion and then send it back. So yeah, I still think it's a good value. And I've talked about it on Unlock for years about how I used to use GameFly. But anyway, that's what people are saying about Xbox Game Pass from all over the world, many of which do not follow me. So this tweet must have got just sort of picked up. Yeah, most of these people do not follow me. So it just got picked up somehow. Okay, a few of them follow me. A few of them follow me, a few of them don't. Point is, it's a good value. Thank you for listening to my rant about why Xbox Game Pass is a better value than you think. The point I'm trying to make is it exposes more people to great games and it allows more people to play games so that we get more friends to play games with. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. So does PlayStation Now, same thing. So great. Keep on going. I hope PlayStation Now launches in more territories. Honestly, I would love it if both services were available. And I would love it if PlayStation Now sort of upped their game a little bit and offered an even better service than they already have to their users. Anyway, what do you think about this topic? Let me know in the comments below. If you like these sort of videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when the new video goes live. Memberships are turned on here on YouTube. I'm trying it out. Seems to be going well so far. Thank you to everybody who has become a member on the YouTube channel. I'm going to get out of here. I will see you for the next one. Have a wonderful 4th of July weekend, everybody. Bye for now.